MarkTwainLakeFishingIntel.com presents your monthly expert roundtable. MarkTwainLakeFishingIntel.com is your premium resource for your up-to-date fishing reports and videos to help you find the fish faster and become a better Mark Twain Lake angler. Multi-species include catfish, crappie, and bass. To view this month's roundtable, go to MarkTwainLakeFishingIntel.com and stay up to date on everything fishing here at Mark Twain Lake. This month's roundtable is brought to you by 154 Marine, west of Perry on 154 Highway. They're your official Skeeter Yamaha, Avalon Pontoons, and Excel boat dealer here at Mark Twain Lake. If you're looking for a great family-owned business that treats you like family, check out 154 Marine in Perry, Missouri. They're your full-service shop, including batteries and accessories. So you can stop by or check them out at 154marine.com or give them a call, 573-565-2052. And don't forget to check out the Hunting Corner in Monroe City, Missouri, located in the Mark Twain Shopping Center, where all your hunting, fishing, and lawn care needs can be met. They are also your Red Max and Bad Boy lawnmower dealer. They have a full line of guns, ammo, and archery gear, along with all the rods, reels, and the latest fishing gear. Give them a call at 573-735-5406, or you can check them out at thehuntingcorner.com. Hey, and don't forget to stop by Rooster's Bar and Grill, conveniently located on Highway J, 3 miles north of Cannon Dam. If you're looking for great food, great atmosphere with family and friends, look no further than Rooster's Bar and Grill. Not only do they got great food, they've got shuffleboard, pool tables, and much more. So stop in while you're here at the lake and make some new friends at Rooster's Bar and Grill. And the Junction Restaurant, located in Perry, Missouri, Highway 19 and 154. If you're looking for steak, chicken, pasta, and more, check out the Junction Restaurant in Perry, Missouri. So let's start the show. Well, hey, thanks for tuning into this. This is going to be a double month roundtable, June and July. We didn't get together in June. We got busy, Keith and I, with bass tournaments, and he was working a lot, I think. And but anyway, this is our June-July roundtable. I want to start out by thanking 154 Marine for being our title sponsor. If you're looking for a Skeeter, bass boat, Avalon pontoon, or an Excel boat, check out 154 Marine, Perry, Missouri, out on 154 Highway west of town. Also want to thank the Hunting Corner in Monroe City for being our other title sponsor. Go see Nick. He's got, with bow season coming up, he's got all your top brand bows. He's got guns. Deer season's right around the corner, so he's got everything for that. He's got trail cameras. He's got food plot seed. He's got bows, guns, ammunition, lawnmowers. He's got all the fishing tackle you want. And, you got your sinkers in there.
Sinkers and Demon Dragon style spooks for catfishing.
So he's got about everything you need for hunting and fishing, and lawn care in there. But I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I got Dennis with Northeast Missouri Angler, and I've got Keith with Mark Twain Guide Service. I'm not sure if you're going to be guiding anymore.
I don't think so.
So
I think I'm going to back out of it.
So it's Keith Williams from now on. So, but he's still out fishing. Him and I are fishing some bass tournaments together this year and having some fun doing that. But we just want to kind of get in, and we're going to touch on some crappie. We're going to touch on some habitat stuff that's going out this fall. We're going to touch on some of the past bass tournaments in June and July, Freshwater FX and Joe Bass. And then we're going to touch on some catfish. He's been out catfishing. Have you been out catfishing? You have too. So
yep.
We're going to touch on some catfishing stuff. Then we're going to go from there and see what happens. But I want to thank again all the title sponsors. Really appreciate the Hunting Corner and 154 Marine for being part of the Intel from day one. And if you're not familiar with the Intel, it's pretty much a member-based website where you pay a membership and you get all the updated fishing reports
tips, tricks from these guys and myself. You know, we got Zeke on board, but he hasn't been out lately. He's been working a lot, but you know, there is a free membership on the website, which there is some free stuff on the website.
A lot of free stuff on
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. So
Especially in the resources.
Yep, absolutely. And then, but if you want to become a premium member, you can go on there and sign up. $60 a year gets you the catfish, crappie, and bass information. $45 a year gets you the crappie information. And what I've started including in the bass, crappie, and catfish is walleye. You know, believe it or not, we've been catching some walleye last couple of years on this lake. So anytime I go out and catch some, or Keith or Dennis or whoever, if somebody sends in a report, I'm going to include the walleye in there as well on that bass, crappie, catfish yearly membership. And you also can get a monthly membership as well for catfish and bass, and I believe crappie. But the premium membership, it'll allow you to get all the good stuff.
No more than it is. That's the best way to go.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, we try to keep that website up to date, you know, with content, whether it be videos, fishing reports, and you know, all that good stuff. But we're gonna get into the crappie reports. Have been kind of slow lately. It's been kind of the same song and dance last 2 or 3 reports, but we're gonna get into that. So, you want to take us away? What are you seeing out there when you're?
What I see is the crappie fishing. If you want to just catch fish, you don't care about size, it's awesome. Pull up on a cube and you're gonna just wear out kids with minnows and a cork.
Yep.
You know, as long as you know what the depth is, you can see how deep it is. But you're gonna catch 20, you know, 5 to 7 inch fish before you even get a 9-inch fish, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's just the big fish, since we had them spring rains, they just have scattered. And I've seen them. I fished the Thursday night bass deal of yours. Yes, I bought a bass boat. I fished his.
He's a bass guy now on Thursday nights.
Yeah, I'm the king of the 12-inch bass. But yeah, I found some good fish. I have been extremely busy with carpet. My only local competitor closed shop, so he's been sending everybody to me. So I've been really busy with carpet and not able to get out 3 or 4 times a week like I normally have. I haven't even guided this spring. I've just been too busy with the carpet thing. But but I found some bigger fish. I know they're crappie. I played with them a little bit, and there was bunches of them. I found a couple of spots, but I haven't had a chance to get out and fish them yet.
Right.
You know, but what I've seen, the better fish are deep.
Right.
And they're deeper than what you would think. Everybody goes, oh, there's a thermocline. I seen places on the lake there was a thermocline, at least it looked like it. You know, you see on live scope or on your graph there's a fuzzy line. That's usually a thermocline. But I went to other parts of the lake that Thursday night and there was no thermocline.
Right.
And that's really weird how you have it on the main body. But if you get in certain parts of that lake right now, it's gone. It's not there.
I didn't see any today.
And I think what that is,
I'm not seeing it in most places.
we had those little rains,
Spalding and Lick Creek,
you know, here and there, and I think that arm maybe flushed some fresh water in, and it hasn't gotten hot enough yet to develop again.
I went swimming Saturday.
Yeah.
It was actually
Deep cold?
It was comfortable.
Was it?
All the way comfortable. It was just really nice. I bet the water temperature was maybe 75.
Yeah.
It was just comfortable the whole way.
Everything I seen surface Thursday night was over 80.
Yeah, and today it was
miserable.
Right.
But, you know, and that's surface. I mean, it's like, you want to know what it is really where the fish are? Jump in, go down.
Yeah.
You go down, your feet get about 10 foot down, trust me, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's a 10-degree difference between 10 foot down and the surface.
For most of the fish, I really, you don't go very deep. I am seeing deep crappie.
Yes.
Even the walleye that I'm seeing are not deep.
Yeah. No, the walleye and bass
They're
I
not
caught
deep.
were not deep. They were 6, 8 feet. You know,
crappie I seen today.
crappie's deep. Even the little ones I've seen are 12, 15 foot.
Right, and that's what I was seeing today, 12 to 15. You know, today I stayed down at the lower end today, just to, you know, try somewhere different. Tried all the cubes in Spalding. I went to Lick Creek, tried all them cubes. I've tried I went to all the bluff walls outside of Spalding with pole timber and went up and down, wads of fish, dink after dink, and I got a video coming out. You're gonna see the dink video again, just like the last one. But and last week I went to the upper end of the lake, and it was the same thing. I think, buddy I went with, we had 2 keepers that ended up dropping, falling off, but they were 10-inch fish, and then the rest of them, all the cubes up to 3 fingers, Nord Fork, the ones they put out, you know, pole timber, bluffs. I mean, it was the same thing up in that area, but I haven't checked like up around South Fork, and that's where I plan on going here.
I hadn't been up there. I looked at the ones there Thursday night. I went ahead and shot over and looked at the ones that are around the silo and whatnot.
Right.
And
It's all little.
it's all little.
It's all
I
little.
shot the ones up in South Fork, I didn't see a lot.
You didn't see a lot of fish.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah.
They look like it looks like shad. That's what they look like.
Exactly what they look like.
Yep.
Looks like shad. Just they're not. You know they're not shad because they're not moving. Shad will
Right.
always be moving.
Right.
They're just kind of look like a Christmas tree. They're little bulbs on them.
Funny thing is, bass aren't in them either.
No, there's no bass.
Bass aren't in them.
Right.
I don't see no catfish range on them either.
I don't-
Normally,
that's
normally the
Usually they catch
flathead.
catfish out.
Normally the flathead cruise
Flathead.
them.
Yep.
Can eat them little crappie.
Yep.
Everything's weird this year, and I think it's because we've had such hot weather. We haven't been this hot in the summer for a few years. And it's got hot, and it has stayed hot, you know, and what rains we've had a little rain, but really since the heat, we haven't had enough rain to really make the lake really move, you know, so I think that's changed the ball game a little bit. The fish have went somewhere we're not used to seeing them, and nobody's really figured them out real good, and if they have, they're keeping it pretty close to the chest.
And I've heard of a couple guys, you know, going out and catching 12 to 13 fish, and I don't know how long it took them. To me, it's probably gonna take them 8-9 hours to do it,
Yeah.
because I'm not seeing where
I mean,
you
if
can
you
go out.
stick with it, sit there, if you stick with it and you move, and because you go up to a big group, chances are the first 2 or 3 that bite are going to be, you're going to have one small one and then the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And then if you catch 2 fish out of a big group
You're done.
and you've been on them 20 minutes, just move to another group.
Yeah.
And if you want to stay out there for 8 or 10 hours, you're going to catch a limit of 9-inch plus fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're not going to go out there in 3 hours and be back to the boat ramp with 2 people on
No,
the limits. It
there
just
ain't
didn't
no way.
happen.
And
Out
I-
of 10-inch plus fish.
Yeah.
Exactly why I've changed up the walleye and catfish.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
fun.
And I think the last trip I took was over 4th of July weekend, and, you know, I told them what the deal was, and they were okay. They were wanting to go out and just catch fish, you know, just have some fun, and they real quickly realized that there was 7-8 inch fish. I mean,
Yep.
it was about every drop, but, you
Yep.
know, you go through a lot of minnows, and today it looked like the minnows outfished the plastics today. Now,
Still, yeah.
the other day, the plastics and the
everything.
minnows are about 50-50. But today, there's a lot of nipping on the plastic, on the Wabash from Wild Village, whatever I was using, and then you drop that minnow down, doop, and half the time I'd feel the bite, and half the time I just lift up, let it sit, and they'd suck it in. But, you know, I can't find any, you know, good quality fish right
Not
now.
consistently.
No.
You pick one up here and
Yeah,
there.
here and there.
Even pulling cranks, when I
Yeah.
pulled cranks, you were catching majority 8-inch fish.
Right.
You know, 7.5 to 8.5 inches.
Yeah.
It's just, they are not where they have been the last couple of years in
Nope.
this summer.
You know, and I seen Ray Keel out, one of the old guys on the lake,
I see him
and
out.
he trolls, that's his
Man, they're
bread and
catching
butter.
walleyes where everybody's catching trolling, because.
Yeah, and he was, you know, one day he had 11 or 12 nice crappie. I saw him at the cleaning station, and then the next couple days I saw him out, he was
Yeah.
4 or 5 fish trolling. I started getting into trolling a little bit with a couple buddies that's got the setups, and I need to get out with you one of these days, but when it gets a little better. But, you know, we go out and catch 4 or 5 decent ones,
Yeah.
you know, in 4 or 5 hours, and that just,
Yeah.
to me, trolling, you ought to be a little more fast and furious. than that.
Usually trolling, if you don't catch a fish every 100 feet, it ain't worth doing. in my
Right.
opinion. A lot of times you'll have 2 or 3 rods going at once with fish on. You reel one in, all of a sudden another rod will take off.
Right. Well, I saw you that one day up around Big Indian.
Yeah, I
and
had
you
a
said
mess. I
you
had a
were
mess.
you were trolling a couple good stretches, and I
Yeah.
remember talking to you. You was like, man, you haven't hardly had anything.
Yeah, that's bad.
But yeah, so I mean the crappie, I don't know. I mean, do you think we're missing an age class, the 9 to 10 inch fish, or do you think they're just like you said, maybe going somewhere we don't. we
I
can't-
think there's somewhere we ain't figured out yet. I mean, the lakes had water in it this year. That's a change from the last 4 years. We really haven't had this much water in the lake for this longer period of time in about 4 years, since about 2020. And we haven't had heat the way we've had this year for years, probably longer than that. I don't ever remember being at above 90 degrees for more than a week or two and then you got a break from it. It's been that way now for over a month and a half. And that water temperature, it changes everything.